So I was asking my brother this morning as I was driving him to work, like what he would do with his life if he didn't have to worry about money. And he said vlogging, which really surprised me. About fitness and spirituality, I was like, bro, that's what I was doing for a while. Because I was wondering, I was curious about his energy levels, because he's like me. He can get excited about any job and make it like the best thing ever, but how true are we being to ourselves in that? But then I got to thinking why I stopped, and I wasn't necessarily vlogging about fitness or whatever, but I was talking about essentially spirituality and or insights, whatever insights I had. Day in the life, I would record if I was hiking or if I was on a walk or something like that. And I wondered why I stopped that. What happened that I was no longer doing that? And I think it was shame. That's a new concept to me, because I'd never experienced shame or guilt or anything like that. It's even a question that came up in alchemy. And I was like, what if you have no shame? Because I couldn't think of an instance, and this is the first time I've really connected a decision that I made, to shame. And I think it was I no longer wanted to talk about my life because of the things that I'd been through. I was dealing with feeling I don't know if it's regret, but feeling like no one should know, no one needs to know what I've been through, why I've been through it, because they're results of decisions that I made. And I didn't want to be arrogant about it. I didn't want to sound I don't know if it's stupid. It's just anybody questioning why I made certain decisions, because it does. The more I think about why I went through what I went through, and I hear myself talk about my experience in that house, I hear a lot of ego. I hear a lot the hero thing, and I've joked about being one of those self-proclaimed heroes. I'm blanking on the superhero syndrome or whatever we call it, because it was a lot of that, and maybe I just haven't wanted to talk about. I didn't want to face or discover something as I'm talking about it, because I listen to myself talk. I do hear what I'm saying. Sometimes it takes a little while, but I hear it. Constantly inspecting myself, so I'm listening. And now, especially now that I have more awareness, now that I've been through more stuff, now that I'm more grounded in myself and in my spirituality, my own medicine, maybe the old stuff is just stuff I haven't wanted to confront. I don't know. It's like I feel like the only reason I don't think that I have anything hidden is because I've never experienced this where, because I'm not afraid, I had never been afraid to expose myself and make a fool of myself in public. So I'm going by that past experience of having no shame. Not considering that, I've had some brain injuries. I've had an experience that was pretty dehumanizing, and from an injured perspective. So it's like I'm not listening to the injured brain and considering what Brian has experienced, because that's the first time that I had experienced certain thoughts about people that didn't seem natural to me, because I didn't find a problem with people before. But I came home like having a problem with certain people, especially the people closest to me. And it took a while to get past that, to get beyond that. So maybe that's what I make this challenge about. And I'm glad I was curious with my brother. I'll make it about talking about these human things, being curious about my own Brian issues. Yeah. I'm driving because I have a dentist appointment, so I needed to take my brother to work. Otherwise, I don't have a ride. Hopefully the cop that I just drove by didn't see you guys, because I should not be recording myself. Okay, the end.